Take 13. Hi guys, hope you're all okay. Today I'm going to attempt to record this video for you. I say attempt because it is truly the 13th time I've tried to record it. I have sat down on multiple days to try and be in the right place to record this video for you. As you can tell by the title, this is going to be an update on my weight loss journey. It is possibly my most highly requested video because you guys care and I really appreciate your kind words and your support, but I just find it slightly awkward and uncomfortable doing this kind of video, which I have touched on in the past, but let's carry on with it because I'm going to ramble on. As of the first weekend of October, I hit a rather big weight loss milestone. At point of recording, today is the 22nd of October. I haven't been on the scales since, but the first weekend of October I got on them scales and my grand total weight loss was... You ready, Darwin? You ready for this? If you can see the little red mark on Darwin's head is where I've kissed him and I've got lipstick on. He's not hurt or anything. Yes, as of the beginning of October, I hit a giant milestone of a loss of 9 stone 1 pound, which is crazy. Is a person. I've lost to Victoria Beckham. Yeah, it's just crazy. That is so much weight, and if I think about it too much, it kind of blows my mind. But yes. I really want to point out, if you're new to this channel, that has taken me a very long time to do. This journey started in January 2015. A lot of people seem to think I've done it very quickly. I haven't. It's taken a long time. A lady that works for my husband, we bumped into her just before we went on holiday in September, and she was like, "Oh my god, you look amazing." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And she goes, "Oh, you've done it so quickly." And it's like, this is 2 years, you know. It's not completely 2 years, but it's almost 2 years, you know. There is no quickly. It's taken a while. So yeah, what other questions do I get? One I get a lot is how tall I am. I am 5'7" and a bit. People seem to always ask that. I suppose it's because when you see the pictures on Instagram, you can't really tell if someone's tall or not. People also ask about clothing size. I would say I'm a solid size 16. Today, this top that I'm wearing is a 14, and I've got Primark skinny jeans on there, a 16. I still wear some 18s. Some of my clothes are a 14, but as a rule, I'm a 16. Yeah, I guess that's what everybody kind of wanted to know. Moving forward, according to my doctor's surgery, I still need to lose somewhere between 1.5 stone and 2 stone to be in that healthy BMI range. So yeah, my big thing at the moment is trying not to get on the scales too regularly. I don't think it's good for you. I went through a stage where I was getting on the scales every day, and that messes with your head, because Star Week you can put on massive. I'm not being funny. I've had days where I've eaten really healthy, but I've drank like 10 cups of coffee, and you know, before you wee, you put on a weight because all that water is, you know, all that fluid's in you. So getting on the scales every day is not good. It is still something I'm working on. I say at the moment, I haven't got on the scales for over 2 weeks. Yeah. It's not always going to be like that, but at the moment I've kind of stayed off the sad step. Something else I kind of wanted to touch on is I think some people got the wrong idea about a hashtag that I've used a few times. When I do kind of weight loss related pictures on Instagram, I always kind of use the hashtag trying to be healthy, and somebody was like, you're saying big people can't be healthy, and that isn't what I mean. And then somebody else wrote something about mental health is more important than your BMI or something, and I'm like, yeah, mental health is more important than a BMI. When I use the hashtag trying to be healthy, it's not me attacking anyone or me judging anyone. You know, that's not me saying I am better than you because I'm thinner than you, because let's just get to that point. I used to be a size 28. I got to a point in life where the size 28 clothes weren't fitting me anymore, but I couldn't get to a place where I could buy a size 30. You know, I have had the fat shaming, I have had the you know, body shaming, I have experienced the disrespect that big girls get. So at no point would I purposely try and put that out to that community, because it's a community that I still recognise myself as part of. When I use the hashtag trying to be healthy, what I mean by that is, in my family, in my medical history, 80% of my family are diabetic, male and female, both, you know, with a mixture of type 1 and type 2. I have lost so many family members to diabetes related death, you know, illnesses, and I don't want to go through that. I don't want to go through diabetes, to be completely honest. My mum has to, you know, inject insulin and take all these tablets, and genetics play its part, but if I can hold it off through diet, then that's a choice I'm making. On a little bit more of a scary note, I have a massive family history of stomach cancer. If you've been with me for a while, you will be aware that I lost my dad to stomach cancer. That's what made him die. And there are some scary statistics out there that statistically, because I had a parent that died of stomach cancer, I have a higher chance than, say, my husband John, who has no family history of that. I have a higher percentage chance of getting stomach cancer than he does. And then every family member I have that has stomach cancer increases my percentages. And my dad's not the only one, he's just the closest member that's had it. So my chances are higher than a normal person anyway. And then if you have a high BMI, your chances are even higher. If you are a overweight person and you carry that weight on your middle area, on your tummy, your chances are higher again. So yeah, percentage wise, chances, statistically, I have a really high chance of having stomach cancer. And I watched my dad die, and I saw the fallout from watching my dad die, and I don't want to go through it. That's the most honest thing I can say, I suppose, in this video. I don't want to die. I don't want to have stomach cancer. I don't want to have diabetes, but you can manage diabetes. I really don't want stomach cancer. And there's a chance I'm going to get it anyway. I could get down to have a perfect BMI. I could look like, you know, Victoria Beckham, and there's still a very good chance I'm going to get it. I could look like a Kardashian, and there's still a chance I'm going to get it, but it will reduce my chances the thinner I am. And that's what I mean when I use the hashtag trying to be healthy. It's not because my size 16 bum is any healthier than your size 18 bum or your size 20 bum. It's purely I'm trying to fight my family genetics. But that hashtag isn't quite so cute. So that's what I mean when I say hashtag trying to be healthy. Is there anything else I'd like to say? People often ask, do I feel better now? And I hate that question. I feel no different in a lot of ways. My head is still, my head's still plus size, I guess. You know, I put up some videos recently and I put, you know, plus size lookbook, and people said, oh, you're not plus size anymore. And I think they meant it as a compliment. I still recognise myself as a plus size person. I'm still mostly wearing size 16s. But when I say I see myself as a plus size individual, when I am asleep and I dream about myself, I'm this person. I don't know, this is a bit dusty. But when I dream about myself, this is what I look like. I don't look like this, I look like that. So that's probably part of it. I still see myself as a big girl, and I don't know if that's some form of body dysmorphia or something, but I still recognise myself as big. Like, clothes will come in the post and I'm like, oh my god, that's too small, and it fits me, and that's not because I am small, it's just obviously the clothes that I were used to having for so long was so much bigger. So yeah, I don't like the question, you must feel better, because I had really good energy levels when I was a size 28. And I'm not gonna lie, my boobs looked so much better as a size 28. They're kind of, you know, they're still an okay size, but they just feel a bit empty. I hate them without a bra on, whereas I quite liked them without a bra on previously. You know, it's an ongoing conversation with myself and John that I will be getting a boob job at some point, not gonna lie. Not this year, but at some point there will be a boob job in my future. So yeah, I think I was more comfortable in my skin when I was bigger, but I'm doing this to kind of make sure I'm around a bit longer, really. This has got a bit ranty. Before I end this video, I really would like you all to go and watch a video by a friend of mine called Leah. I will link it below. I have watched Leah's video. Leah does a lot of videos. She does videos about makeup, and she does vlogs, and she does, I think like once a week, she does a chatty video, and she talks about loads of topics like being on YouTube over 30 and finances, and those, you know, when France was trying to ban the bikini and things like that. She did a really interesting video on body image, and it was very intelligent, and I've watched it like 7 times, and it's one of those videos kind of, I wish I could just articulate myself that way. Yeah, so if you haven't already seen it, I think you really should go and have a look at that. And yeah, thank you for all your kind words on these videos and over on Instagram. I don't want you to think at all that I'm being ungrateful. It's just I'm working with my own self to be comfortable as this new image or new version of myself. Obviously I'm very proud of what I've achieved, and there's still work ahead of me. And I don't want anyone to think I'm being a bitch when I'm like, don't say I look better. Because I quite like, I still struggle with that. I liked how I looked before. I had fabulous clothing, my hair was better, my boobs were better, I didn't have any saggy skin, which I do now. But I know I'm doing it for the right reasons. But I don't want anyone of you guys to think that I'm like, can't ask Katy how she's doing because she's going to be a bitch about it. It's something that I'm still processing, and I kind of think it's going to be an ongoing journey of me getting used to being a different person. A family member recently said I don't look like me anymore, and it really hurt me. Really hurt me, to the fact that I cried. Again, I don't know if they meant it as, I think they meant it as a good thing, but I didn't like it. But yeah, this has gone a little bit sad now. But hopefully I have answered the questions that you wanted to know. If there is a question I have missed, let me know down below, and the next time I do one of these videos, which probably be next year now, I'll answer them for you. Yeah. Another reason why I say about not getting on the sad step is that I think if you get on it every week, it puts too much pressure on yourself, because I say Star Week, you can put on so much weight. So, you know, I'm aiming to do it once a month, getting on the scales. It feels like a better plan for me. But yeah, I'm rambling. I love you guys. Thank you for all your kind words and support, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.